with it.
Dakota Newton.
Great play there.
Huge gap open there. And Callahan on his second rushing touchdown.
Pressure here.
Enormous tackle there.
A big interception.
That's number 6, Sam Barrett.
Conklin still on his feet, looking downfield for the end zone, and it's a touchdown.
Oh my gosh.
Hit 'em up, huh? Get 'em up, huh? Put 'em up, huh? We waking up, huh?
Ron Bennett heaves it down. Jesuits touchdown. Run again. It's stopped behind the line of scrimmage, all the way back inside the 5. What a great play there from the Jesuits defense.
It's Spartans versus Jesuits in Rafferty Stadium on senior night. Maloney comes into this one undefeated, but prep will be their toughest test yet. Ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Class Double L. It's Spartans versus Jesuits in Rafferty Stadium. It's Spartans versus Jesuits here in Rafferty Stadium. Man, what does prep have to do to win this game?
Yeah, I mean, Mahoney's great defense. They've allowed only 12 points per game against each team they played. So I think the Jesuits are going to need to beat them offensively. Obviously, they've shown that they're able to perform against some of the top teams in the state. But yeah, I mean, these are two teams who are very closely matched. And a player to look out for is Jeremiah Langston, who coming off an injury caught that nice touchdown pass against West Haven last week in a 17-14 win against them. So the Jesuits are hot right now. They got a lot of players coming back off the IR, Langston, Freed. So this is a team that's been hot, and I'm really looking for them to perform this game.
Yeah, and honestly, one of the big ways for them to just show out is have their run game really just start. And it starts all with Scout Callahan. I mean, it's just something you have to worry about sometimes when you don't have your star running back, Vinny Lombardo. But, I mean, Scout has proven that he's more than capable of taking the
Yeah, I mean, Callahan's shown up when he's been needed. We'll continue after the national anthem.
And a game free of injury. I invite you now to join me in praying the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. St. Ignatius. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Thank you. Enjoy the game.
All right, so we're back after that prayer from Father Perry. But like I was saying, Callahan, he's been a great running back for the Jesuits when called upon. Last week, he was the player of the game with a nice chunk yardage touchdown against West Haven, one of the 2 touchdowns that the Jesuits scored last week. And then we saw him play a great game against Sheehan, I believe.
Sheehan, yeah.
He came in that first drive. Lombardo was not put on the field, and he took the Jesuits all the way down the field, and they were able to punch it in with a score on a touchdown pass to Chad James. So we've seen him get a workload so far, but I would definitely look to see Chad James get the ball as well. The sophomore running back's done very well for the Jesuits, and he's a very elusive player. So they have that 1-2 punch even without Lombardo. And the Jesuits are looking to get a good win here on senior night.
Yeah, and you know, there's a lot of arguments about if you should elect to kick, receive when it comes to the coin toss. I've always been a big recipient of selecting to receive. We'll see what the Jesuits pick, though. Most often they select to kick with Ben Cornelius.
Yeah, I mean, he's one of the best kickers in the state. He just got 2 offers this past week, both from military academies, Army and Navy. So, yeah, I mean, the Jesuits are going to utilize him as much as possible. He consistently kicks the ball out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. But I wouldn't be surprised if they win this toss, they elect to receive the ball and start out with some momentum here on senior night. It's a beautiful night for some football. It's like a brisk 60 degrees. I feel like the weather's always important to talk about. So, yeah, I really have nothing much to say. Just the anticipation's been building the entire week for this game. You always want to win on senior night. So, yeah, I mean, it's looking to be a good one.
I mean, it's Maloney's toughest task
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah.
I mean, they've had 4 wins. They're undefeated, and number 2 in Class L, only behind New Canaan. Very, very strong program, but the question is, can they stack up against Class L Fairfield Prep?
Yeah.
With only 1 loss.
Yeah, I
to
mean,
Greenwich.
this is like their biggest test this year. They're in a really tough class with teams like New Canaan and Darien, but they haven't really been faced with a big test, and the Jesuits definitely proved that this season they're gonna be one of those teams that when you got them on your schedule, you wanna get a victory because they're just so good. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like Maloney's gonna have a hard time here. They're coming into Rafferty. It's senior night. It's a packed house. The bomb squad has arrived in numbers even through adversity, and I think it's gonna be a tough day for them if they're gonna want to come out here with a win. But I do think it's doable. I mean, they proved they can win. Their defense is one of the best in the state, and they're, I believe, 18th in the state.
Yes,
Jesuits
I
are
believe
5th. So this is a very high-ranked matchup, and this is one that's being looked at by a lot of people across the state.
Yeah, it's actually the SEAC game of the week.
So this is the second week they've had the game of the week, the Jesuits, right?
Yes.
Last week they had the national rivalry of the week, I believe, against West Haven.
Yes.
And now, again, they're the conference game of the week. So the Jesuits proving to be one of the most entertaining teams in Connecticut. And they're looking to increase their win streak after that tough loss against Greenwich in the first game of the season.
Yeah, and it's going to be a tough task as Maloney's been on a hot streak.
Yeah.
I mean, their quarterback threw for 4 touchdowns. Shorta, he's just been on fire as of recently.
Yeah, he's a great player. We'll come back after the national anthem for real this time. So we are now counting down the seconds to kick off. Not sure yet who will be receiving, but I believe I see the kickoff unit out there for the Jesuits. They got that leader Grayson Pluff out there for them, the senior, one of the hardest hitters on this team. So Karsten, any takeaways before we kick off? Any thoughts?
Honestly, I think it's going to be a big task for both Maloney's defense and Prep's offense. I think that's where the majority of the battle is going to be. I think the Fairfield Prep defense is it's a known commodity. I think we know exactly what they are right now, and what they are is a powerhouse. I mean,
yeah.
They gave up a deep ball against West Haven and a few tough drives, but I think that's that's what we know about the Jesuits. The offense has been a bit questionable sometimes. Sometimes you stall out drives and you have players coming in and out of being healthy like J.J. Langston. So the question is, can that offense be up to the task against the Maloney defense that only gives up about 12 points per game? I mean, that's the test to be seen.
Yeah, so Cornelius will kick it off. And per usual, that'll be out there for a touchback. So Mahoney will start on offense, led by their Maloney, pardon. They're led by their quarterback, Eli Shawarda, the son of an NFL player, I've heard. So he's definitely a talent that we are looking at throughout this game. Number 13 out there. I'm very intrigued to see what kind of offense Maloney brings out there. We see a lot of interesting schemes in Connecticut State football. The Jesuits like to run a little H-back in the backfield, mostly out of the shotgun. So we'll see what Maloney offers. Right now they're out of the shotgun with 2 wide. He'll motion the tight end. Shawarda takes the snap, gives the ball off. It's a good run there by the running back. It's a gain of 2. He bounced off Jesuits there after really no one blocked for him. Not sure who the running back is. I believe it's number 0, Devon Bacote.
Yeah, Devon, he's had a really great season, averaging over a touchdown per game, and with almost 5 yards per carry. He's been fantastic.
It's a good run from him there. Just a patient runner. He's not going to force his way through the hole. I think we saw that there. Just waited behind the line, found his hole, and that's a nice another chunk gain. So Maloney's going to have a 3rd and medium here. I believe it's a 3rd and 4.
Yeah, it's not exactly where you want to be. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, I heard Coach Jutt and Zutt talking about how they wanted to, yeah, the duo, talking about how they wanted to stay ahead of schedule on offense. But I think that's also something to talk about on defense, where you want to keep Maloney guessing and having go for these 3rd downs.
We see him here running hurry up in this first drive as Shawarda will take the snap. He's looking wide, and it's great coverage there by Jack Buck. So it's a 3 and out there by Maloney, and they'll bring out the punt unit. So we saw them run hurry up that first drive, and on that 3rd down, we saw they didn't like the look that they had at the line. They went back to the coach. We saw him make a little audible. The running back switch sides, and then I don't know. I guess Shawarda liked that matchup there on that right side, but Jack Buck's one of the best corners in the state. He's not going to let that slide. So they'll punt. Good catch there. Nice return there. And the Jesuits will pick the ball up around the 50. So this Jesuits offense looked to enter the field, coming off a great win last week against West Haven. They're looking to put some more points on the board, only 17 last week, but obviously it was enough. The defense is a great performance. Carson, what did you see from them last week that was impressive that might have helped them get that win?
I mean, the defense was just absolutely incredible. For example, Tavares Newkirk all over the field, tackles for loss, just absolutely stalling the run on the majority of drives.
Yeah, we see Manning there on that quick screen to Langston. Number 1, we're getting the ball a lot today. I mean, he's their probably best offensive weapon. We see him there. Just try to get the ball in his hands any way as possible. See a quick screen there. It was a gain of 4, so they'll take that.
Yeah, JJ's actually in my African American literature class, and he
Hour.
He predicted a touchdown today. I don't know if you overheard.
Oh yeah, Garofalo. We'll see if he's right about that. So Manning out of the shotgun, hands it off to Callahan. Callahan finds a hole as always. That's a great hard-fought gain of around 15, and the Jesuits will move the chains. He's just such a consistent runner there. He puts his head down, finds a hole, and that O-line, per usual, gets a push.
And, you know, one of the big things that Prep needs to really focus on is establishing the run. I know it something the coaches always say every single game, but I think here is especially the case because you've got these tough DBs from Maloney, and you always have those great skill position players out wide, but establishing the run just makes those windows so much wider. And
yeah, they'll continue to do that here. Manny gives the ball off to Callahan. It's a nice gain of around 5. So the Jesuits sticking their bread and butter here with that trips look and that shotgun formation. Obviously, I wasn't expecting them to do anything different. It's worked for them. That's their bread and butter, as Mr. Reedy would say.
We're not ready for you.
So they'll do the same look here. It's trips. Trips left here. Manny's got Callahan to his left. Wouldn't be surprised to see them rip a pass here. Manning will drop back. He's looking deep. He's looking for Langston. And it's just overthrown. No flag. It was a great ball there from Manning, but a little contact there between Langston and the DB. So it'll be incompletion and 3rd and long here.
Langston has really improved as a deep threat. I mean, Keenan Armstrong as the DB there. I mean, Langston was absolutely fantastic all season as a deep threat.
Yeah.
And without what I would call personally a pass interference, I think that would have made his prediction absolutely true.
Yeah, it was good coverage there by Armstrong, but obviously Langston usually comes down with those. So Manny's got 5 wide here. Jesuits go motion in Chad James, and Manning will keep it, and he's hit at the line of scrimmage. I think it'll be a loss there, so the Jesuits, I think they'll keep the offense out there.
Yeah, that's an interesting call an interesting call on 3rd and.
Yeah,
I
don't understand it. I mean, you
know
got the 5 wide look. I like the motion in of Chad James to cause some pre-snap confusion, but I just want to see Manning rip it there. I mean, he's one of the best talents at quarterback in the state. I think we got to let him rip it. The Jesuits are going to punt here as it's out of Cornelius's range, so he'll look back to punt. He'll look to pin him deep. It's a rugby-style punt. And it's a nice one. It's inside the 20. Cornelius, a 2-sport athlete. We saw him, a nice little rugby punt there. So the Maloney defense gets another chance after the Jesuits fell short on that drive. And out comes the strong defense of the Jesuits.
Yeah, I mean, one of the players you really, really want to watch is Sam Barrett. He's the captain and honestly one of the leaders of the defense. He's gotten burned a few times over the course of the season, and you just want to watch out for it.
He's always a solid tackler.
Always a great tackler, but he got burned against West Haven. I'm excited to see how he bounces back.
Yeah. So Shiwerda will take the snap. It's a screen. And Armstrong is swallowed up there. We saw Summers in there, freed.
Yeah, Summers
and I believe Burgess.
Yeah, Summers is actually my player to watch for today. He actually is 2nd in the team in sacks as a defensive back and 2nd in interceptions, showing that he's an impact in the pass rush and against the pass in the air.
Yeah, he had that game-sealing pick last week against West Haven.
Exactly. He had 2 last week.
So Shiwerda will hand it off to Bacote, and he's swallowed up there for a gain of about 1. So out comes the Jesuits' 3rd down defense. One of the best 3rd down defenses that I think I've ever seen in high school football. They really know how to put a team away on 3rd down, and I think that's what it's going to come down to. I mean, it's a game of inches, football, and 3rd down is one of the biggest downs. Late sub here for the Jesuits. Shiwerda with a hard count. He's looking back. We've seen them do this. This is the 2nd time they've done this on 3rd down, where Shiwerda's changed the call at the line of scrimmage. We'll see if they take a shot here. He'll drop back. He's looking deep. He'll climb up in the pocket. And it's picked off by Tavares Newkirk. One hand. He'll look to go the distance. He's fighting his way to the goal line. He's just short. Unbelievable play from Tavares Newkirk with a one-handed interception on 3rd down. And he gives the Jesuits the ball at the 1 yard line.
I mean, on 3rd down, you just have to be careful with the ball. Tavares Newkirk sits in his zone, watches the eyes of the quarterback, and absolutely snags that ball. Do not underestimate the Tavares Newkirk vertical. That catch is immaculate.
Yeah, it was a great job by him, and I know he was looking for the end zone there, but he put the team in a great position to score here. So we see the Jesuits. This is one of the few times we'll see him out of the eye for him. Jordan Lewis in at fullback, and this ball's got to be going. Oh, it's going to Lewis. Lewis will score. It's a touchdown for the defensive end, Jordan Lewis, on senior night, and it's the first of the game. Set up by the Tavares Newkirk interception. It's punched in by the defensive star for the Jesuits. Unexpected.
Unexpected. Actually,
I like the call, though.
The injured center, Frank Porto, actually gave me an insight on how Jordan Lewis is the starting fullback for the team alongside being a defensive end, similar to some teams in the 80s like the 85 Bears. So
Cornelius bangs that one through. So, yeah, I mean, unexpected play call. Like I said before, the Jesuits love to run a lot of shotgun, a lot of 5-wide trips, but we don't often see them in the I form, and there was obviously a short yardage situation, basically on the 1-inch line. And they go deep in the playbook, give the ball to the fullback. That's an awesome call. Love to see a defensive player get a touchdown.
Yeah, starts with the defense, ends with the defense, that drive.
Yeah, I mean, he walked in untouched. Untouched. I don't think Maloney was expecting that at all. So the Jesuits are now up 7 with 6:15 left into this first quarter. And Maloney will look to bounce back after that interception by Eli Shawerda.
Yep, it is 6:15 with Prep up 7. And
yeah, something to note, that was Maloney's first turnover of the season. They've been basically perfect on offense, one of the best in the state. And then the Jesuits come out here, they get a quick 3-and-out, and then obviously on that last drive, it's a 3-and-out sealed with that interception. So the Jesuits are showing that they can really take down these top offense. We saw it against Sheehan. They were number 1 offense in the state, and the Jesuits were able to come away with a victory there with a couple turnovers. So this defense is really proven to be something to look out for. As Cornelius is stopped, I guess. I'm not really sure what happened there.
Just to get back on the Prep defense, the Maloney offense is legit. It's not just they were playing inferior competition. Maloney, a lot of times you see these teams that have 0 turnovers. You think, oh, they score 10 points a game and they just play safe.
Yeah.
They put up 37 against Manchester last week.
Yeah.
It's
something to write home about. I mean, they're definitely legit, and the Jesuits have come out here and just so far have really shown that they're the superior team. We'll see if they can bounce back here. Obviously, they have a lot of talent on offense with Eli Shawerda, and we saw Bacote get a couple chunk carries. I wouldn't be surprised if they go back to the run game this drive. I think that was working pretty well for them. But they're yet to pick up a first down, and honestly, like, what do you think these Maloney coaches are looking at to get themselves some momentum on offense?
I think they're looking at how to find the soft spots in the zone if they want to go for a passing attack. As you can see, they're in the pistol currently. I believe you're going to look at a bit of it's a screen.
Yeah, there's Bacote. Bacote will get the carry there.
Oh, fake screen. Apologies.
So we saw them run the ball weak side there. I think they're yet to do that, so Maloney's looking to try something new this drive. It's a good gain there by Bacote, around 4 yards. But yeah, I mean, I think if you're Maloney, you gotta look to get some chunk plays, maybe throw the ball a little more. But their run game has worked pretty well, so I think they're just gonna have to stick to what is their bread and butter, what they do the best. As we'll see Shawerda here, he'll motion in Soto, and there'll be a flag. It's going to be a false start on Maloney, so they'll be moving backwards. So just unforced error here now, and they're going to have a 2nd and long.
Yeah, on the play before, I really liked that call. It was an RPO.
Yeah.
Choice between the screen and the weak side run. I really liked that because you could either get it to your playmaker in space or run it on the left side of the line away from Jordan Lewis, possibly the best run stopper on the whole line.
Mm-hmm. So motion in Soto. And the handoff will be to Bacote. And he's got nothing, swallowed up there by Shaney. And it's going to be a 3rd and long here. Jesuits have shown their worth on defense. It was a great tackle for loss by Samuel Shaney. And Maloney's now in a position where they got to throw the ball. And we saw what happened last time on 3rd and long. They continue the hurry up. Shawarda will look to take the snap. He'll drop back. Move up in the pocket, evades Jordan Lewis. He's looking downfield. He's got nothing. And it's going to be a great tackle there again by Samuel Shaney. Forces a 3rd down, and Maloney brings out the punt unit yet again.
Shaney's just a really, really gritty player. You always see him. You always see him in the weight room. You always see him trying his best, watching film. Just an absolutely great player. I mean, no wonder he was able to get that tackle for losses. That's a horrible punt. Nearly muffed by the Prep Jesuits. Thankfully not, as it'll reach the 49-yard line. Thankfully for Maloney, it had a fortunate bounce, but the first bounce was at the 35. I mean, that could have been disaster.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these high school teams have very weak special teams, and the Jesuits have showed that having, in my opinion, the best special teams in the state. I mean, they have the best long snapper in Connecticut, one of the best kickers, is really proved to be valuable. It's a lot of unforced errors happen on special teams, and Jesuits have proved that they have one of the best units in the entire state. It's just another advantage to have in a close competitive game as the handoff goes to Callahan. He's got room. He's brought down by number 5, Lichted.
I mean, you just got to love the O-line there. Callahan waiting for the hole to open up. Wasn't even touched until he got to the 45-yard line, 3 yards past the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they've done a great job.
I mean, you just got to love that as a running back when your O-line blocks for you.
Yeah, I mean, the Jesuits O-line is very, very strong in the run game. I think there definitely is room to improve in the pass, but
yeah, and this is all without their starting center, Frank Porto.
Yeah, one of the best centers in the country. So Manning will take the snap on 2nd and 5. Hands it off to Callahan, and he's met by Lichted. It's a short gain of 3, and it's going to be 3rd and 2. So what do you think they're going to go to here? Do you think the Jesuits will look to run the ball, or do you think this is an opportunity for them to take a shot with a 3rd and short? I could definitely see them going for it on 4th if they don't pick it up.
I think considering that they'll likely go for it on 4th, they're going to run the ball. I think you just got to go with Scout Callahan inside zone. Make sure your front 5, they just block well.
Oh, yeah, that's exactly what they do. So that'll be a 1st down there from the Jesuits as Callahan continues to carry the workload of this offense so far this game.
That'll be the Jesuits' 3rd first down, I believe. 3rd first down. As they'll look to punch it in. They haven't really had an issue with red zone offense all season. I mean, once they get into that zone, they typically come away with it. We'll see how it goes though. As it'll be snapped. Handed off to Callahan, or that's Chad James. Handed off as he's bottled up by number 5. And a gang of Maloney tacklers push him around. And James is signaling for a face mask.
Yeah, it's something we expected this game. Obviously, with Lombardo out, Chad James was going to get some workload. And he's proved to be a great running back, the underclassman. I believe he's a sophomore. He's shown his worth. He had a touchdown against Sheen on a screen play, or I believe it was a bubble out of the backfield. So, yeah, I mean, wouldn't be surprised if he continues to get the ball this game. I mean, obviously he was stopped there with just a short gain. But I'm not surprised to see him out there on the field right now. So here's Manning. He'll take the snap. It'll be a handoff to James. He evades tacklers in the backfield, and he'll find room to run. And he's hit out of bounds. We'll see where they mark it. That was a great job from Chad James, as a lot of Maloney defenders got in the backfield there. And he evaded them, bounced it outside, and got a nice gain of around 5.
Yeah, he just showed off that fantastic speed.
Yeah.
The fantastic speed. Speed is important everywhere on the football field now, whether you're defense, offense, running back,
He's got
wide
great
receiver.
acceleration.
Yeah, the acceleration and speed is just what allows him to turn that corner and get that solid yardage.
So it's 3rd and short here for the Jesuits. Manning will take the snap, and it's off to Callahan as he's bottled up in the backfield. As the Jesuits are stopped there on 3rd down. We'll see if they keep the offense out there. We'll see what they do. I mean, it's 4th and short. Looks like they're putting in some big man out there. We see Jordan Lewis.
Yeah, and as it'll be 4th and 3, I'm not sure if a run is the right call.
Yeah, I mean, they got John Morris and Jordan Lewis out there. So maybe they'll look to overpower Maloney on this 4th and 3, but it's no short gain. I mean, they're out there in the I form now. I think they're betting on themselves on this 4th and 3. Just overpower Maloney. There'll be a pitch outside to Callahan, and he's hit at the line of scrimmage. And the Jesuits are stopped on 4th down. So it's a great stop there by Maloney. And that was an interesting play call by the Jesuits. They ran a pitch to the right side on 4th down, and Callahan were just met in the backfield.
Yeah, there's not really much you can do about that. As soon as he found any room to move, he was met with an arm of Maloney defenders.
It was a great job by Maloney there.
Yeah, a great tackle from Lishield, the defender from Maloney. And now it's time for Maloney to prove themselves on offense. They have not gotten more than 2 first downs.
They're yet to enter the Jesuits' side of the field. As Shawarda, again with that hard count and then checking back with his coaches, they'll change the play call. We've seen them run this hurry up the entire game. So all these players know their playbook very well. They got the arm coaches on, and Shawarda will take the snap. And he gives it off to Bate, and he's met for a short gain of 1. I think that was another RPO there as we saw Shawarda looking up at his receiver throughout that handoff.
Yeah, and I've noticed the Jesuits have run a lot of zone, sort of playing a more conservative style of game, and just trusting their defenders and just trusting their front 7 and just understanding that they have to beat you in the air with Shawarda, and they're just gonna have to live with what happens on the ground and deal with their front 7.
Yeah, so that's the end of the first quarter here at Rafferty Stadium. The Jesuits are up 7 against Maloney on an electric interception from Tavares Newkirk that led to a tap-in touchdown by the Jesuits from the defender Jordan Lewis. So 2 seniors showing up on senior night. And Carson, what are your takeaways from that first quarter?
I mean, Maloney still needs to prove themselves on offense. They need to run the ball. They need to pass the ball. They need to do anything on offense. I mean, the most noteworthy thing they've done so far is throw a pick. So I think there's just a lot to be desired there, and the prep defense has played fantastic. Now, I will say the Maloney defense has shown up. Fairfield prep has been inconsistent at best at performing on offense. I mean, they got stopped on 4th down.
It's been underwhelming on offense.
Yeah, it's been underwhelming. On their touchdown drive, they went for what, 3 yards?
Yeah.
3 yards. So the offense still needs to wake up. I know they're up 7, but you can't get complacent here. You just need to get back in the game if you're on the offense.
Yeah, I mean, I really am yet to see the offense get let loose. I want to see Manning get the opportunity to just have a day and throw the ball 25 times. I think he's good enough to do that, as it'll be a quick screen out there. And it's a nice run there by the Maloney player. And it'll be, I believe, a 3rd and short. But like I was saying, I mean, this prep offense is good enough. They've shown it in past years. They showed it last year. Just letting Manning drop back and look deep to his playmakers. He's got Langston. He's got Garofalo. And he's got the ability. And I really think they got to just let him have the opportunity to throw the ball. I think he's only dropped back like twice this game, and one of them was for a screen.
Yeah, and one of the big things that the coaches at prep have really highlighted is physicality. John Morris and Tavares Newkirk on that last play absolutely rocked the running back.
Yeah.
Rocked the running back, and that's just something that wears on you as the game goes on.
So Shawarda will take the snap. It's a handoff to Bate as he finds a hole, and that's their first down. First down of the game by Maloney. on a great run there by Devon Boutte, or Bacote, my bad. Been mispronouncing his name the entire time. Devon Bacote. So Maloney continues to run this hurry-up. I like the strategy. I like a good hurry-up offense. It's definitely hard to defend. It keeps that defense that they're facing on the field, so it's really hard to make subs. And they'll continue to do it as the handoff is there to Bacote, and he's met in the hole by Luca Freed. Great job there. It's Freed, Lewis, and Shaney all in on that tackle. But like I was saying, a hurry-up offense, it's really hard to make subs as a defense when the offense is not giving you an opportunity to change personnel. So players will get tired.
Yeah, and right now, this seems like one of the only times they haven't been running the hurry-up. And look, Prep's making subs automatically.
They have the depth for it. I mean,
of course.
They have guys throughout the roster who can play for this football team.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't even seen Prince show on the field, like the legend.
Prince is one of the most dominating pass rushers in the SEC. As we see Shawarda take the snap, it's another quick screen to number 12. He'll make a move, and he's met in the hole by John Morris. It's a forced fumble. What a tackle there by Morris. Oh, my gosh, you could hear that from up here as John Morris popped the Maloney ball carrier, and the ball came out. So we'll get a replay. It's just a great tackle.
Fantastic tackle from John Morris, forcing that fumble. And that's, what's that, two straight turnovers for Maloney?
Yeah.
And they've never turned the ball over.
They've never turned the ball over. The last two drives, Jesuits has forced mistakes out of them. And that was just a textbook tackle there by Morris. Put his hat on the ball. And the Jesuits defense has been imposing so far this game. It's been unbelievably impressive. So we'll see the offense out there again.
In great field position, too.
Oh, yeah. Manning will take the snap. He's looking deep. He's immediately pressured. He's going to have to throw it away. So the Jesuits' pass defense, or pass protection, faltering there. Manning had 3 guys in his face.
I'd just like to applaud Manning on that one. Just barely getting out of the pocket.
Yeah.
Sliding out so that it wasn't intentional grounding. One more foot to the side towards the tackles, and it would have been a 15-yard penalty. So it's nice to have a quarterback who has a high IQ and knows when to just throw the ball away.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a factor why he hasn't been able to throw. The pass protection has not been to their standard. As we see him give the ball off to Callahan, it's a great push there. Callahan gets a gain of about 6 or 7, and we'll see a personal foul there by the Jesuits. It was number 55. Just another, it's unforced.
So Manny Juco.
Yeah, it's just unforced. I mean, there's a great carry there, and we see Manny Juco. I mean, he's blocking a small little 160-pound DB, and he just chose to. Oh, it's going to be in the Jesuits' favor. Never mind. Great job, Manny Juco. I don't really know what the call was there. There definitely was a personal foul. He pushed him a little bit extra after the whistle, but.
It looks to be.
Oh no, never mind.
It looks to be on both sides.
Both sides, so it's going to. Oh no, never mind. You're on backwards.
Never mind.
Well, you know, it's unforced error, but
Yeah,
what can you do? The
it's
Jesuits'
unfortunate.
offense, they need some adversity. We'll see what they could do.
Yeah, you got to go deep in the playbook for this one.
Yeah.
2nd and 25.
Second and
Or
25.
20.
I think you got to let Manning have a look. Get Langston open. Run him across the field. There's no deep safety by Maloney as we see them lined up in man coverage across the board. There's no one deep high, so Langston is on an island out there. And the officials will whistle. And I think it might be against the Jesuits. Okay.
That's just not something
Yeah,
you want to see.
who knows? But, like, look, you see Maloney. They have no one deep to cover the back half of the field. And the Jesuits got to look deep as Manning just throws the ball at the ground there. It was an attempted screen to Callahan, and it's 3rd and long.
Yeah, it's like you're watching a 2023 Patriots game with all the screens. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just I've never been a fan of screens.
They're going to – oh, it's 4th down.
I've never been a fan of
Down.
screens personally.
Yeah, I mean, a lot has to go right to have a successful screenplay. And on a 3rd and long, like with all the weapons on the field, I think you gotta give your quarterback a chance to make a play downfield.
Oh, completely agreed, especially since there was no deep safety, as you said.
Yeah, great punt there by Cornelius. And it's a decent return there by number 1, Jaden Soto. He's hit out of bounds at around the 47-yard line.
Yeah, he was hit out of bounds. He was hit out of bounds rather oddly. It's a little late.
It's a good return there by Soto. And Maloney will again go back there on offense. They're yet to enter the Jesuits side of the field, and now they're starting this drive 3 yards away from it. We'll see if they're able to hold out again.
The penalty should be on a late call,
I think it might be a late hit, yeah.
Matthew Moudry.
Ah, hate to see that.
Hate to see it on Moudry.
Hey, one of the best special teams guys
In the nation.
in the nation, or so I've heard. But an unforced error by him there, just obviously trying to put a hit on the opposition player is what it is. Grayson Pluff needs to teach him better.
And you know, I've seen a lot of conservative play calling on the defensive side for prep, and it's been working. But I think now is where you have to
Bring the
make
house.
the change. Yeah,
Bring the
make
house.
the change. Bring the house.
I don't think they're yet to blitz. I mean, obviously, Maloney's offense consists of running inside the tackles and screen plays similar to the Jesuits' offense this game. But I don't know. I mean, I think if you bring the house against them, you're going to get guys home. Right now, they only have 3 down linemen, and it's been working out for them. But I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to blitz, and I'd want to see them blitz.
Yeah, and they just brought one.
Yeah, there's Murray. So Shawerda, he'll motion in. His receiver will take the snap, and he's looking again for a screen. It's caught by number 9, and there'll be a penalty flag as a tackle's laid in there just short of the sticks. It was Sam Shaney yet again. We'll see what the call is. I wouldn't be surprised if it was holding. So far the theme of this game, screens. It's just screens. That's about it. Screens and inside zone.
Yeah, not my type of game. Not my type of game. I would love to go back to the Tavares Newkirk interception. Would love to, but
Yeah.
But I mean, I think Devon Bacote, he's
proved to be
primed.
their best weapon.
Yeah, he's proved to be their best weapon, and he's primed for a breakout here. I think Prep needs to load the box, and the passing attack has not been
a threat. No.
It hasn't really been a threat. So I think you just have to say, sure, to prove it, prove that you can throw the ball, and until then, we're gonna give you 8, maybe 7, 8 guys in the box, and just everyone else stay back.
So we see Shawerda here. We'll take the snap, give it off to Bacote, and he'll try to find room. I think he's brought down there.
Yeah, that was a near fumble again from
Yeah.
Bacote. If you saw him double clutch the ball after getting hit, I mean, it's got to be jarring turning the ball over twice and a half when the team never turned the ball over before. So they got to be extra careful with ball security. So we'll see how they handle that.
Yeah, so it'll be a 2nd and long here for Maloney. As they continue to run the hurry up. He'll motion in his tight end, and Shawerda takes the snap. He looks again for a screen. It's not caught by number 10. And he's brought down by Sam Shaney. It was Diaz there on the screen, and it's a 1st down by Maloney. So they continue to run these screen plays, and it's now working.
Yeah, and it's an absolutely fantastic extension of the run game when done correctly. And I think these wide receiver screens are how you're going to get Prep to not load the box, like I was saying.
Yeah.
And have to.
They're going to have some safety help over there because if they're able to block that defender over there, I mean, the wide receiver's home and free. So they're forcing Prep's hand here. They know they're a team that's going to want to come at them, and they're forcing them to put a conservative defense out there.
Yeah, it's a bit of a quick game style offense, and now you start to wonder, is this where they go for the big play?
Yeah, so Shawerda looked deep there against Jack Buck. He keeps texting him. I don't know I don't know if he like doesn't know who's guarding him or what the deal is, but Jack Buck's he's never going to let that happen against him. It was great coverage there on Alabino.
An interesting replay there.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
did the job.
Great
So,
grabs. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, we saw them look at Buck's way twice so far, where the quarterback will just drop back, not really scan the field, and just chuck it up there. I'd be surprised if they try that again, especially against Jesuits' cornerback room with Frick, Buck, and Summers. So Shawarda will take the snap. He drops back. It's another screen, and it's dropped there by Diaz. So the Jesuits now have a 3rd and 10 in front of them to defend.
Yeah, and they've switched from a more cover 3 to a cover 2 style of defense with 2 high safeties.
It's worked all right for them so far.
Yeah, it's worked all right for them so far. Cover 2 is a bit more conservative, so it's a bit interesting that they've decided to go with that. But I don't know, whatever they're doing is working, so who am I to judge?
Yeah, I mean, Maloney definitely is going to have to look downfield here on this 3rd and long. As you see, Shawarda communicate the play to his receivers. He motions wide his running back, and he'll drop back. He's looking middle of the field. He's got number 1, it's Soto, but he's tackled short of the sticks. So Soto there on a little dig route is stopped short for a gain of around 4, and I think Maloney's looking to keep the offense out there, trying to find some momentum as the minutes tick down in this first half. As we see, it's a good throw there by Shawarda.
It's a great throw, very Mahomey of him.
Oh yeah.
Very Mahomey.
Mahoney, Maloney, Baloney, it all rhymes.
Mahomey.
I don't know. I like watching a game where both teams are going at it, the shootout, some would say, and so far it's been a very conservative game. Neither team's really had any substantial downfield plays. We'll see if this continues to be a defensive matchup or if the offenses pick it up as the game continues. But Maloney will keep their offense out here on 4th and 6.
Yeah, if I was Maloney, I'd be going for a dig route over the middle.
Maybe they'll just try the hard count here, call a timeout. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they do that.
I wouldn't be either.
Yeah, that's what they're going to do. So they try the hard count, and they're going to call a timeout with 6 minutes, 42 seconds left in this first half. I'd be surprised. Actually, it seems like they're going to keep their offense out there. So maybe they just want to see what the Jesuits' look would be at the line there, and they're really going to try to attempt to play on this 4th down.
And for halftime, we will have a senior event for the athletes, and it'll just be a celebration of the senior athletes for fall sports.
Yeah, fall sports this year has been great. Golf's done a great job. Cross country's dominated. Soccer is coming off two great wins, and tomorrow we got senior night against Hamden, and obviously football is 4-1. So we're going to celebrate all the senior athletes during halftime.
Yeah, soccer's been doing very well so
Yeah,
far.
it's come together at the end of the season. Yeah. So Shawarda here on 4th and 6. Motion out Bacote. He'll drop back. He's pressured by some prep defenders. Here comes Lewis, and he brings him down. It's a sack by Lewis, but there is a flag. We'll see if it stands.
Yeah, I think Lewis was the one who got held there.
Yeah.
And he still brought him down. That's just got to show the athleticism of Jordan
Yeah, it was
Lewis.
great pass rush there by the Jesuits. If we could get a replay on that. And it was just great pressure there by Burgess as he got home. We'll see that replay.
Yeah, let's see that replay.
Burgess gets straight through, past the guard, and forces him outside, and then Lewis with that speed. He's our only score on the board so far this game. Gets the sack. So the Jesuits force a turnover on 4th down, and out comes the offense as they look to find some momentum in this game. They've been pretty ineffective so far. They had a short 2-yard gain by Jordan, 2-yard touchdown by Jordan Lewis in that first quarter.
Yeah, and the one who got held was Ryan Murray, the outside
Yeah.
linebacker, and he looked like he was about to get to the quarterback.
I mean,
so
he's an absolute monster out there. Huge frame, comes off the line fast, and he's an absolute hassle to tackle. As Manning will drop back, and he's sacked.
yeah, he gets sacked by Eliezer Rivera.
So again, this Jesuits, I mean,
The
it
O-line,
really is frustrating because we have so much talent in that backfield with Robbie Manning, and the O-line just does not give him enough time to look downfield and get the ball to his playmakers. So he's brought down there, and now the Jesuits have a 2nd and long, and honestly, like, they're kind of being forced to run the ball due to the poor pass blocking so far.
But not yet, because it's 2nd and 15, and now you're in this perpetual cycle of, oh, we have to pass
Yeah.
because we're behind the sticks.
Yeah. Oh, so again, we see Maloney no high safeties. It's cover 0, man coverage throughout as Manning will drop back. It's going to be a quick screen to Chad James, and they're going to say that ball was thrown backwards. Chad James picks it up, and he somehow gets back to the line of scrimmage. So Manning threw that ball backwards, which means it's live, and when Chad James dropped it, it's effectively a fumble. So great heads-up play by him, getting on that ball and bringing it back to the sticks, giving the Jesuits a chance to convert here on 3rd and long.
Yeah, let's see a replay of that. That was definitely a lateral.
Yeah, it was a backwards pass.
Yeah, great job doing exactly what he could with that ball, but
Yeah, he didn't have many options, but he made the most of it. So we'll see the Jesuits trot out here on 3rd and long.
yeah, if I'm the Jesuits, I'm dialing up a play to J.J. Langston.
Yeah.
Deep ball. No questions
Manning's
asked.
looking for him. He's going to look for Langston deep. And it's caught by Jeremiah Langston, and he'll go for 6. Great call there by Carson. You knew him exactly what they were going to do. And Jeremiah Langston with a 60-yard touchdown on a great throw by Robbie Manning. And the Jesuits now lead by 13.
Yeah, and that's just textbook. That's JJ's 2nd straight game back from injury, 2nd straight touchdown. I mean, the dude has been on fire. If I could find his stats on his yards,
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be up.
They've got to be
upwards
through
of
the roof, but I
400.
can't find him anywhere.
He is an absolute threat with a deep ball, and Manning, obviously, he's got the arm to find him out there. It was a great throw, and Langston had tons of room to come down with that ball. It was a great catch as he fought through a little contact with the defender, but after he came down with that ball, he was gone. Defender fell over, and Cornelius will convert. So the Jesuits find themselves with a 2-score lead with around 5 minutes left in this first half. Karsten, they did exactly what we've been pleading them to do. Dial up that deep ball. What do you think about that touchdown? It was great.
I think it was just a matter of time. There's only so many times you can allow J.J. Langston to be in man coverage. I mean, that's not even bad coverage.
No,
that's
it's not.
That's not even bad coverage.
It's not bad coverage.
If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm just saying, man, you're just up against J.J. Langston.
Yeah.
There's no shame against that for Armstrong. I mean, he had his hand in the air and had a hand on J.J.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, the coverage was pretty good, but that's exactly what we expect when Maloney doesn't bring out any safety help. I mean, they're on an island everywhere on the field, trusting their cornerbacks to win in man coverage. And when you have receivers like J.J. Langston out there, it's really hard to win one-on-one. So honestly, that was relatively expected to happen in this game. And we'll see if Maloney now puts out some safety help, because if the Jesuits are going to continue to look for that deep ball, it's going to continue to be a success for them.
yeah, and this has been all without Dakota Newton even catching a ball.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't wait to see what's going to happen as soon as he starts getting involved.
So Cornelius will kick it off. It's a line drive out for a touchback.
Yeah, it looks like a line drive to second base.
Yeah, he's got a great leg on him. No chance of returning that. So out comes the Maloney offense as they've been stopped consistently by the Jesuits. You got another replay of that touchdown. It's a great ball by Manning. And Langston did amazing. It was tipped by the defender.
Yeah.
It was tipped by Armstrong into the hands of Langston. So honestly, if I'm Armstrong there,
Yeah, I'm mad.
he's got to
if I'm
stay
him.
on his. If he stayed on his feet, I think he would have would have came away with the deflection, but he fell over as the ball was coming in and didn't get enough on that tip. Otherwise, I think he would have been able to defend that pass.
Yeah, if I'm Armstrong, I'm heated. I'm
Yeah,
heated.
I mean, it was definitely he definitely could have done better there. But it doesn't matter because the Jesuits came away with a touchdown.
Yeah, in fact, I think Armstrong hit the ball more into
Yeah.
Langston's arms.
Yeah. So out comes the Maloney offense with Shawarda looking to find something as the handoff will be to Bacote, and he's met in the backfield by Luca Freed.
Yeah, and John Morris, before the play started, he signaled for Freed to take a slide to the left or right. That's just a great adjustment from Morris there.
Yeah, this defense has really showed their IQ so far this game. They've really done a good job reading this Maloney offense. So the clock continues to wind in this first half. And the play clock is down to 7 as Shawarda now looks up to take the snap. He'll take it. It's a handoff to Bacote as he hits a hole, and he's met by 2 prep defenders for a short gain. And now it's 3rd and long.
Yeah, after that touchdown, I think Prep is just going to play very conservative for the rest of the game. That was a 4 deep zone.
Yeah.
I think this is just going to be kind of like a
force them to beat you.
Yeah, force them to beat you. You see soccer teams all the time where they go up 1-0, 2-0.
Park the bus.
Yeah, park the bus, exactly as the great Mr. Reedy says.
Yeah.
Park the bus.
I mean, it's not a bad strategy. I mean, this team is yet to show that they can beat you in the pass game. And if their run game is only going to go for around 5 yards per carry, I mean, I don't really think the Jesuits are going to care that much because then they can just bring in a defender to blitz and get a stop. But we'll see 3rd and long here. Shawarda would drop back, and he's met in the backfield by Jordan Lewis and Ryan Murray.
Yeah, and that was just vicious. So that's all I could say to describe that.
Yeah, that's a tough hit to take as a quarterback, as Shawarda had the 2 senior prep defenders all over him there.
Yeah, that's the 3rd sack of the game.
It's a quick punt here. It's not horrible. It's a line drive, and no bounce. No return will be put in, so it's around a 30-yard punt, and the Jesuits will take the ball at around the 49-yard line. So another stop by the defense, and this D-line continues to perform and prove they're one of the best in the state, as we'll get a replay of that sack. Both Murray and Lewis were in there.
Yeah, I think that's Murray's 2nd sack. I know it's just a half sack for him and Lewis, but they both have 1.5 sacks.
Oh, they'll put that down as a full sack. That will go on the stat sheet as a full sack.
Of course.
So we'll see Lewis out there. Lined
guy.
up as a
It's a tight end, yeah.
As a tight end. He'll probably block here on the inside zone if I had to guess.
Yeah, Swiss Army knife.
Yeah, here we go. Oh, it's going to be a play action. It's in there to J.J. Langston. Great play by the Jesuits, and Manning with an absolute dart there into Langston. So Langston starting to get hot with his 3rd catch of the game. And the Jesuits are proving me wrong. They're starting to get a little less conservative offensively. So we get a replay of that one. It's a play action to Callahan. And Manning just delivered a strike.
Yeah, that's the perfect way to describe it. I mean, there's just nothing they could really do about that because Langston was about to go into the next defender's zone, and he just hit that soft spot in the zone where you just can't really defend it.
So it's a good first down there by the Jesuits as Manning will drop back again. He'll pump fake.
Double move.
Yeah, he'll look to scramble, and he'll throw it away. We'll see what the call is. He was looking deep for Langston again, but they double covered him.
Yeah, Langston, even though he was double covered, using that double move, he looked like he was about to get open.
Yeah.
That track speed.
I think Manning, if he stood in there for another second, might have had a shot, but smart to roll out there and not force a errant throw. See what the flag is. I think the Jesuits are moving backwards, probably holding. So now it's 1st and 20. And after that great completion to Jeremiah Langston, they're going to have to make up for the holding play. So So here's Manning. He'll take the snap. It's a handoff inside to Callahan. He's got room to run. And it's a good carry there by Callahan. They'll call a face mask on him. So I believe the Jesuits will get a first down. Yeah, so that'll probably be a first down there because that's a 15-yard penalty added to that 5-yard run.
I've just reached word that Dakota Newton is actually out for this game, so apologies for me saying that he had a disappearing act earlier. Apologies. And I've noticed that as number 81, we have a sophomore in replacement for him.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough loss for the Jesuits, but obviously Langston showed that he can carry the workload.
Yeah, Charlie Stevens is his replacement today. He's a sophomore, 185 pounds. 6'3". So
I could take him.
that's the Dakota Newton replacement, the big-bodied, aggressive, rack receiver.
Yeah, I mean the Jesuits have a lot of depth at receiver, but they've really haven't shown it. I mean, obviously Langston's the #1 option, and when the Jesuits have thrown the ball, man, he's looking his way every time. But the O-line hasn't really given him enough time for him to look at his next read. So he's been forced to scramble, roll out, throw a check down, which is fine. I mean, when you're up 14, you can't really complain, but I'd like to see this offense get more versatile and utilize all the weapons they have on their field. I'd like to see Garofalo get involved, maybe Callahan in the pass attack.
Yeah, maybe even Brian Moore.
Yeah. So we'll see trips left here for Manning. He's got Lewis lined up in the backfield with him.
Yeah, they're in the gun.
And Manning will hit a hole, and he's tackled from behind. Not sure what the play was there. I think it was maybe an option where he had Callahan there on that route, but regardless, Manning's met in the backfield, and I think it's going to be a gain of 0, so it's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, that'll be
minute 43.
Yeah, that'll be a sack for Albino.
It's a good name, I guess. So the clock continues to wind. We're under 1:30, and the Jesuits definitely want to get something on the board here at the end of the half. Manning will take the snap, gives it off to Callahan. He'll bring it inside, and he's met by a group of Maloney defenders, and it's going to be 3rd and long. Timeout, Jesuits.
Yeah, and it doesn't really have to be 6. It really can just be a Cornelius kick and good.
3-score lead's 3-score lead.
Exactly. 3-score lead is 3-score lead. And then you have to just ask Maloney, can you score 17 on us in a half? And if you're Prep, you're probably thinking that answer is no. So just a 3-score lead, that alone should be able to put them in a position to, as you said, park the bus.
Yeah, I mean, as long as there's no unforced errors, I mean, they've done a really good job taking care of the ball this game. As long as they're able to keep the errors down offensively and defensively, I think this will be a very winnable game for them. Obviously, they're putting up a shutout against Maloney. But the offense last time from Maloney showed a little bit of firepower with those quick screens, so maybe in that second half they'll go back to the drawing board and dial up something else.
Yeah, and Prep has looked like a completely different team ever since that Greenwich loss.
Yeah. I mean, that's just a tough way to start the season.
Tough team to play.
I think, I think if they played them now, that would be a very, very close game. It's just starting your season out against one of the best teams in the state is a really hard way to go. You don't really know your identity at that point. And it was a tough test. They did all right against them. Kept it close, but obviously they came away with that loss. So the clock will run. Never mind, it won't. So 1:17 left. Manning looks to take the snap. He'll drop back. He's looking right. He's got Langston. Unbelievable. What a catch. What a catch there by Langston, and what a throw by Manning. He looked there the entire way, and it's a gain of 15, and Langston gets out of bounds, so the clock will stop.
So, actually, I'm gonna hope there's a replay so that I can point out what I was thinking.
Oh, what a ball.
That was just barely out of reach.
Yeah.
Of number 3, Noah Albino.
That throw could not have been better, and I know you can't. It's really hard to see the lines here, but Langston was barely able to get his 2 feet in. So that's an unbelievable throw by Manning, really showing his arm talent out there. And the Jesuits are letting him loose here. As the clock will run, we're inside a minute. The Jesuits have around 10 yards to go. Manning will drop back, survey the field. He's got pressure. He's rolling out right, and he'll just throw it away. Didn't really have many options there. It was good defensive coverage by Maloney. So it's going to be a timeout here.
44 seconds left. And Nick, I just got to ask you, if you're prep, what are you calling on this next play?
So we got around, I think it's second and goal from around 8 yards out. If I'm the Jesuits, might dial up a screen. Might dial up a screen to Langston. I think if you get Lewis out there as a lead blocker and give Langston a shot in open field, I don't think it's a bad call to have. The Jesuits still have 2 timeouts, and if that play stopped in bounds, they can use one of them. It's only, I think it is second down. I think our scoreboard is wrong there, but I'd like to see that maybe a run inside to Callahan. I mean, it's proved to be effective. I think they can open up their entire playbook here. I mean, 44 seconds is a decent amount of time. They still have two timeouts. That was a used timeout by Maloney there. And I think they got a lot of options here. So we'll see the same offensive set trot out on the field we saw for most of this game. No Lewis. They have Sam Shaney out there as a lead blocker on that left side. Callahan's lined up to the left of Manning. He'll take the snap, give it off to Callahan. Never mind, it's a play action. Manning will scramble, and he's brought down from behind. No horse collar call there, and the clock will continue to run. I think they definitely could have given that. He was grabbed from behind. That was a really good play action there by Manning. He fooled me.
Yeah, as it'll be 3rd down and goal.
So we get a replay. I mean, that is no, he kind of gave himself up. He gave himself up there.
That was a great effort from Nixon, the defensive end, from Maloney, to just chase Manning down, get him away from his reads, and just bring him down.
Yeah. Maloney's really trying to stand on their head here and stop this prep offense. It's going to be 3rd and goal from about, I think there's like 5 yards.
I think it's like 6 or 7.
Yeah, genuinely, I think you're right. But with 32 seconds left, the Jesuits still have a timeout. I mean, maybe they could run the ball here and then quickly get to the line and run a play. I think that'd be effective for them. But we'll see what they decide to do here. It's the same formation that they ran last time out.
Yeah, if I'm them, I'm handing it off to Scout Callahan.
Hopefully it's your 6.
Weak side.
So Manning will take the snap. Will roll out to his left. He's looking downfield. Doesn't really have any options. He's got defender swarming. He'll lob it in. And it's deflected by Kelly Jr. And it's 4th down for the Jesuits, and Cornelius will trot out there. So good effort there by Manning. Didn't really have any options. And Cornelius will try to bang this in for 3.
Yeah, that's just fantastic defense from Maloney. It's really fierce, and this is more the talk that I was talking about. Can Maloney make prep, have to make the right reads, have to make a play? And yes, sometimes they'll make a play, but Maloney's done a very good job at slowing them down sometimes, like right now.
Yeah, it was a good stop there by Maloney, forcing a field goal here by the Jesuits. And Cornelius is automatic from inside this range.
No announcers cursed today, as it'll be 3.
He's not going to miss that. So it's 17-0. The Jesuits have matched the same amount of points they scored last game, just in the first half. And they've held Maloney to 0. fingers crossed so far this half. I mean, there probably won't be a return on this kick.
I mean, this is just a halt to the Maloney offense. They score about 33 points per game. They're on pace for 0 right now. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just not what you want to see. The defense hasn't shown up either. Normally they hold teams to 12 points per game. They're already at 17. It's been not the same Maloney team that we've seen in Class L. It's just not been the same team, and Prep's really just put their foot on their neck and just told them to breathe, and they just can't.
Yeah,
It's been really
Maloney's
difficult.
had opportunities. They've had the ball a lot of times this half, but the Jesuits' defense has really, really been outstanding.
Yeah, and the offense is heated up as well. I mean,
Yeah.
at the start, the offense wasn't really clicking, but now the bomb squad's into it, singing "We Will Rock You,"
Yeah, it's a great show out from the boys.
even without all of them.
Yeah, there was a little controversy, but they came out in numbers and were able to show out for the team. I'm glad the bomb squad was able to make it. So the kick by Cornelius opts for a high kick, gives him a chance to return. It will bounce, and it's returned by Soto. He'll look for room, and he's brought down there around the 30-yard line. It's a good return there by Soto, but 10 seconds chew off that clock.
Yeah, that ball looked like it was going to go into the end zone, but Soto opted to return it. Good choice by him. And they'll have only 12 seconds left to get a drive together. So you'd imagine they're just going to go for a quick game and then go for the Hail Mary.
Yeah, I mean, I think it'd be interesting to see Maloney take a shot here. We know Sherwardo's a great quarterback. He's yet to really show off his deep ball accuracy or arm talent. But I think he's got a shot here. I mean, this is a scenario if he looks for Soto deep, maybe Armstrong. He had number 12 a few times. So we'll see what the call is here by Maloney. 4 receivers split out wide. The tailback is Harrell. So Sherwardo will take the snap. It's inside to Harrell. He'll break a few tackles, and he's brought down by Lewis. And I think that will be the first half. So the Jesuits finish this first half 17-0. So far, the defense has been outstanding. And we're looking to a optimistic second half. So, Carson, what are your takeaways so far in this first half?
I mean, I've just noticed a lot of defense being played by Prep and some turnovers that are just jaw-dropping, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, the interception from Tavares Newkirk, as well as the forced fumble from John Morris, it's absolutely fantastic. It's just the physicality from the Prep defense has been out of this world, and Maloney really has struggled to keep up on the offensive.
Yeah, I mean, the offense has been unbelievably impressive. Langston has around, if I had to guess, 70 yards and that touchdown. So we'll send you down now for a senior athlete fall sport event, and we'll cut down to the field now.
hard to put into words because there's truly nothing like it. Maybe it's the moment walking down the aisle to receive your diploma, or the sea of red and white tuxedos all around you, or that firm handshake from President Cashman. Those are unforgettable moments, but they're not what defines it. What truly sets this experience apart happens after graduation, when you're outside celebrating with the people who were once just your classmates. I say once because they're not just classmates anymore. They have become family, your brothers. Over 4 years, through every high and low, every challenge and victory, these are the people who stood beside you. Now, you're no longer students. You're a family. What might be bittersweet goodbyes at other schools becomes something different here. A celebration. Laughter, pride, and a deep sense of connection fill the air as you take one more picture, one more memory together. As we prepare to step into the next chapter of our lives, carry that brotherhood with us, forever shaped by our time at prep. And as all prep men do, we may laugh, we may cry, but we never say die.
It started in 2016. Terry Davis turned to her friends. I have this crazy idea. Moms, zombies, a Halloween flash mob. Zombies. When the love poured in, so did the donations. 100% to metastatic breast cancer research. They've become kind of famous.
Sometimes us mamas have to mix things up. What started as one night of shenanigans has become an annual extravaganza. So everybody please give a warm welcome to the Mombies.
The Mombies.
We want to hear about Mombies.
We love to celebrate them every single year.
They're an inspiration. We love them.
Community. Play. Purpose. Ordinary moms. Extraordinary cause.
Mombies.org. Let's help them.
Before I come to officiate your game, I'm busy at work.
Before I was a high school official, I was a young athlete myself.
Before I heard you yelling at me from the stands, I was a parent on the sideline cheering for my own kids.
And before each season and before each game, like you, I'm prepared and I'm excited.
Remember,
we're a lot
like you.
For generations, we've shaped young men into leaders, thinkers, and compassionate individuals. But to maintain our tradition of excellence, we must evolve and grow.
In the Ignatian tradition, I begin my day with gratitude. Gratitude for you, our generous supporters and benefactors who have been critical to our success. Now, we invite you to build an even brighter future.
Our campaign focuses on 3 essential pillars that will propel Fairfield Prep into the future.
By expanding our financial aid program, we'll ensure that a Fairfield Prep education is accessible to deserving students from all backgrounds.
It's critical that we continue to expand scholarship opportunities for students whose families can't afford full tuition and allow them to be part of the prep experience, because in fact, they make the prep experience.
Fairfield Prep is a very special place, but what makes it special is the people here. I know so many people here who are great athletes and then they turn around and go play with the band or write a short story for a creative writing contest.
Whether you like athletics or engineering or art, there's so much to do after school.
Our commitment to excellence means providing our faculty with cutting-edge professional development opportunities, empowering them to inspire and challenge our students.
By supporting our educators to always pursue learning, we're producing great teachers in the classroom, but also great role models for our students.
The faculty here at Fairfield Prep are invited to learn more about the traditions that we are upholding in the classroom, and one of the ways that we do that is through the Jesuit Educators Academy.
The Jesuit Educators Academy is a 5-year program in which teachers who are new to prep learn about the mission and core values of Ignatian spirituality.
If we do not train faculty,
we don't produce the type of students who can go out and set the world afire.
We're enhancing our campus with state-of-the-art facilities, with a center for arts and recreation, and expanding our academic support services to nurture every student's potential.
We use a scaffolding approach to provide resources to ensure academic success for our students.
As an athlete and a musician, it's great to have new facilities that really enhance what prep is all about.
I've had to learn and grow into being a well-rounded person. Here at prep, we call it cura personalis, or care of the whole person.
Our world needs leaders of conscience, compassion,
competence, and commitment.
Shaped by a Jesuit Catholic education.
All of this is a fabric woven together that becomes the graduate at graduation.
What is a grad at grad?
Open to growth.
Intellectually competent.
Religious.
Loving.
Committed to doing justice. These are the hallmarks of a Fairfield Prep graduate. Ignatius said he could find God in all things. Our education is about finding God in each other and in the world around us.
We need your help to meet the demands of a rapidly changing world.
Together, let's shape the future of our school, forming leaders who support the values of Fairfield Prep. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Go forth.
All right, so we're back after halftime. Jesuits will receive. Here comes a kick by Mahoney. It's a squig kick. Bounces over all the prep players, and Chad James will fumble it on the ground. There he goes. He's got it. And he's tackled there by Harrell. So, Carson, what are your takeaways from that first half? What did you see? What did you not like from the Jesuits? What did you like?
You know, what I liked was the second half, or the second quarter more so, in the Jesuits, where they changed up their play calling, switching their cover 3 to more of a cover 2 conservative look, even sometimes a cover 4, having some deep zones.
Yeah.
Just really protecting against the deep ball and making them beat you underneath or in the run game. What I really didn't like was the first quarter, where they had almost exclusively screen passes and not really that successful on the ground. But
yeah, we'll see what they come out doing in this half, as Langston will get motioned in. It'll be a handoff to him as he'll look for room. He doesn't have much, and he's pushed out of bounds for around a gain of nothing. So they continue to get the ball in Langston's hands any way possible.
yeah, he's talking to his coach there. Maybe there was a bit of a blocking mistake there, or
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like that.
There's a loss of 2 there. So the Jesuits will line up back out there. Langston wide to Manning's right. Again, Maloney continues to line up with no safety help. His receiver's motioned in. It's a fake to him and inside to Callahan. He'll find room. It's a good carry by him.
I know the result was good and a 7 to 8 yard gain, but I really didn't like the play call there. I think you're getting a little too cute trying with an orbit handoff, and it's just really not, or fake handoff, and it's just not really necessary. I think you just gotta make it easy, simple, hand it off to Callahan, get some yardage.
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, obviously the result was fine, but those are the kind of plays that the Jesuits may run into mistakes. And in the game when you're up 17, it's I mean, they have room, but not a lot. As the handoff is in there to Callahan, he's met in the gap for a short gain. It's going to be 4th down.
Yeah, and that's going to be Mahoney's first 3 and out on the Jesuits, unless.
Looks like they keep the offense out there. Oh, no, they're moving the chains. It's 1st down, Jesuits.
Yeah, apologies.
Yeah. Cursed them a little there.
Interesting spot.
Yeah, I think he was short, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think he was short.
We'll take the call. We'll take it.
We will.
So the prep offense stays out there as they continue to try to extend their lead against Maloney. Manning will take the snap with Callahan to his left.
That's a heavy box, 9 men.
He'll look deep. Doesn't have much. They're going to throw a flag. Manning will escape. He's got Shaney.
There's a hold.
He's going to throw it inside. And the receiver was hit there.
Yeah,
number 81. Great catch.
Yeah, he caught it, but that's going to be a hold. The chain, I think they're going to be moving backwards for a bit.
So it was a good job there from Manning escaping pressure, but it's going to be a net negative play.
And now it'll be 1st and 20 for the Prep Jesuits. You really got to look deep in your playbook for this one. It's still 1st down, but I think what you got to do is you got to just get some quick and easy yardage, hand it off to Callahan. I know it's far. I know it's 1st and 20, but I think it's just your best way of getting the offense open.
Yeah, I mean the run game's been pretty good so far. I mean no chunk runs. Callahan maybe had one for 10 yards, but it hasn't been as explosive as usual. So we'll see what the call is. I wouldn't be surprised if they run into James here.
Yeah, I think they're sorely missing Lombardo.
Yeah, so Manning will drop back. There's a free runner, and he'll just throw it away.
Yeah,
there was an unblocked linebacker that came in there to pressure Manning, so it's going to be 2nd and long.
Yeah, I'm going to want to replay on that because unless there was someone within the area, I think that's going to be an intentional grounding, or at least it should be.
Yeah, they're not going to call it. No intentional grounding there. Not sure what the rule is in high school, but you are correct in terms of that definitely could have been a foul. So here's Manning out of the shotgun. He'll take the snap. Looks right, then left. He's got Langston. Langston will get the ball. He'll cut it inside for a nice gain of 11. Great play there by the Jesuits.
Yeah, that's just exactly what you want to do. Get it in the hands of your skill position players. Get them to just move and honestly just get to work. Once he gets his legs churning and moving upfield, there's nothing really that can stop him. It took a sea of defenders from Maloney to bring him down.
He did a good job cutting that screen inside and made this third and manageable for the Jesuits offense.
Yeah, 3rd and 7 after that gain of 13.
So here's Manning. He'll drop back. He's looking downfield. Roll outside to his left. Flag will get thrown. He'll throw it away as he's hit after the play.
I think there's going to be two fouls, and they're going to offset. Late hit and a hold.
Yeah, we'll see what the call is there. But again, Manning looking downfield doesn't have much options.
Yeah, throughout this whole game, they've just not – the receivers have just not gotten as open. I mean, Langston's been playing very well, but as a whole, as a unit, the receivers have not gotten much separation. And part of it, I think, is due to the tough coverage from the Maloney defense. I mean, it's the man coverage. On a certain level, even if you're on an island, if you play well, you play well. And I mean, if you're prep, you just have to win those matchups, and sometimes they're just not coming out on top.
Yeah, well said. So it's going to be a punt here as the Jesuits fall short on that drive. It's high and spiraling by Cornelius. It's going to be a fair catch. So nice punt there by Cornelius, switching the field. It's around 50 yards. And so the Maloney offense will take the field. So far, the Jesuits have done an amazing job against them so far. We'll see if they come out with anything else in this second half. Carson, what do you think Maloney's offense can do better to get on the boards in this half?
Honestly, I think they have to make prep fear the run game. And I know that sounds ridiculous when you're down 17-0, but I think you need to somehow get these receivers on islands with these great corners and just hope that they get something deep.
So the handoff here is to Harrell. To the left side, he finds a hole. And just like you said, Maloney with the run game. It's a great gain there by them, around 20 yards and into Jesuits territory. So exactly what you said. They need to make a threatening run game. And there's Trevon Harrell with the carry for around 20 yards. We'll get a replay. Does a good job bouncing that outside and then has some blockers. Makes
Sam
Barrett miss, and then it was a great tackle there by Frick.
Yeah, that's a tough guy to make miss. Sam Barrett has been very consistent tackling. Say what you want about.
Oh my gosh, there he goes again. It's a great tackle there by Barrett.
Yeah, he's got to avenge himself there.
So again, they're giving the ball here to Harrell, and so far he's got around 30 yards this drive, and Maloney will continue to run this hurry-up offense. So far they've had last play they had two running backs in the backfield, so a little deception by them, and they're going to continue to try to work the ball down the field.
Yeah, and on that last play, there was actually a horn outside of the stadium, which froze a lot of the prep defenders thinking that it was a whistle. You saw a lot of them freeze and look up. I'm sure it wasn't intentional, but most of the players seemed a bit frozen and not ready for that last play.
So there's Harrell again. He's swallowed up.
Yeah, it was Newkirk on the tackle there. The man with the one-handed interception.
Yeah, definitely our play of the half. It's either that or Langston's touchdown. It was an unbelievable interception. And then the return was great as well by Newkirk.
Yeah, and in 2nd and 9, if I'm Maloney, against this front seven, I think you have to either do a screen or some sort of quick game and just get the ball out quick.
There's the screen that you were talking about, and it's dropped by Soto.
Yeah, you got to get the ball out quick. against a front seven that's as loaded and has that many numbers. I mean, it's just, you can't run it against 8 men in the box.
Yeah. So now Maloney's got a lot in front of them with a 3rd and long.
That's an uncharacteristic drop from their number 1 receiver,
Yeah.
Jaden Soto.
There's going to be a flag thrown. It's going to be against Maloney, so they're going to be moving backwards. So it's going to be a very tall task for them on a 3rd and long.
Or actually, I believe that was Jameer Diaz who dropped the ball.
Not sure what the call is, but Maloney's moving backwards.
3rd and 13, need to reach deep into the bag of tricks. Find something in there. If I'm them, I'm going deep ball or intermediate pass and then go for it. You
Yeah,
have
I mean,
to,
they have all these receivers bunched up on that left side. It's going to be a pitch out to Harrell. He'll cut it inside. He's looking for room, and he doesn't have anything. Great tackle there.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's a significant amount to go, but if I'm Maloney, I think you have to go for it because you can't punt from here.
No.
The 29-yard line, you can't punt unless you have the kicker who has the leg.
I don't think their kicker has a leg for this, and if I'm them, you got to go for it. You're down 17. This 3rd quarter has gone by very fast, and they need to get something on the board.
Yeah, on 4th down, 4th and 8, not showing up on our scoreboard, unfortunately, but on 4th and 8, you got to go for this. And I'm thinking it's an intermediate pass to the slot, dig. That's what I'm thinking.
All right, we'll see if your shot is right. Shawarda drops back. He'll look downfield, and it's short. Short of the receiver, Armstrong, and it's a turnover on downs by Maloney. Shawarda had him downfield, but the throw was just too short. And the Jesuits will get the ball back in the middle of this 3rd quarter. We'll get a replay.
Man, hitches are just such a tough route to time and do well. There's such a tight window, and against such a fast prep defense, both physically and mentally, and that they react very quickly. So it's just a tough task to get the hitch exactly where the receiver is expecting it at exactly the right time. So I don't really know about that play calling. I've never been a fan of hitches myself. Even if they're right at the sticks.
Yeah, I mean, he had a shot there, but the throw wasn't good enough. There's good protection, but he wasn't able to get the throws. We see Callahan fight for around 3 yards there.
Yeah, that was a fantastic tackle. Fantastic tackle there from Donovan Bay, the senior D lineman. And Nick, what would you say has been the thing that's like drawn you to the Jesuits' way for them to go up in this game?
Yeah, I mean, they've done a great job defensively. We'll answer that shortly after the handoff is given to Callahan. He's met at the line of scrimmage. But they've done a great job defensively, and I think that's really been the key for them. Obviously, their first touchdown came off of a returned interception by Travaris Newkirk. And I think the fact that their defense has done a good job, it's forced Maloney to really try to do too much on offense. And they've had the ball a lot offensively, and when you give a team as good as the Jesuits the ball, like, I don't know, they had it like 5 or 6 times in that first half, they're going to eventually put something on the board, as we saw Langston with that great touchdown. And then Cornelius chipped in a field goal at the end of the half. So I think the performance so far has been a result of the defense. The offense hasn't been extremely impressive, but the sample size has been small with Manning throwing the ball, as we see him drop back here. He's going to evade pressure, climb up in the pocket, and he's got room to run. Manning evades a tackler, bounce it outside. He's got a first down. Oh, he's going to get tackled. It's going to be a block in the back by number 81. Oh, my gosh. Manning had an unbelievable run there, and then there was a block in the back by the prep receiver downfield.
Yeah, a lot of people don't really recognize the athletic ability of Manning. Just the raw speed outrunning that linebacker and the DB over there.
See the block right there. Number 2 ended up on the ground, Armstrong. I mean, that would have been a nice gain of around 25 for a first down. But like I said, Manning's had a small sample size throwing the ball. I think the run game's been underwhelming, but obviously they're missing Lombardo, and Callahan can't do everything himself, so it's relatively expected. But Manny's done a good job when called upon. He's had a couple great completions to Langston, and then obviously there we saw him call his own shot on 3rd down. I'm not sure what the exact call is. I think it's going to end up being 3rd and short. I don't understand how that's possible. It's like a 3rd and 2. Okay. All right. 3rd and 2 somehow. This is in the Jesuits' favor after that block in the back. It's Chad James in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He'll bounce it inside. He's stopped in the backfield for a loss. Maloney rallying onto the football there and forces a Jesuit punt, I believe.
And just the nature of football is always in the trenches. You always want to have the O-line that's dominating the D-line, the D-line that's dominating the O-line. Simple, right? It's difficult sometimes when you're a running back and your O-line's getting driven back 2-3 yards and you can't even get out of the backfield. I feel for Chad James that time.
Yeah.
You just want to see a little bit better next
Yeah,
time.
there's not much he could have done there as you swallowed up in the backfield. So now Cornelius will go out there to punt. And the game continues to stay scoreless in this second half.
What I will say is I like the game plan from Prep, draining the clock. Even if they're not scoring, I like the game plan. As long as there's time ticking down, Prep's gaining an advantage.
So the punt by Cornelius is a good one, as a fair catch would be called. And I think the ball was dropped. Jesuits pounce on it. We'll see what the call is. I think they're saying, yeah, it was a muffed punt there. It's going to be Jesuit ball. So it was dropped by Alexander as we get a replay. Great punt there by Cornelius. It's a hard one to come down with. And then, yeah, he just completely dropped it. I don't know. I really don't understand.
I think he thought that counted as a catch.
I don't understand. It really just seemed like the ball went straight through his hands. And then he stood there like, this wasn't my fault. Interesting. All right. Well, the Jesuits will take the ball now close to the red zone. It's at the 25-yard line. And Ben Cornelius, offensive player. It's a good job from him. That was a very high spiraling punt on a windy day. And we saw the ball wobbling up there. It's hard to come down with that. Kind of a rugby-style punt from the rugby player. And we see him muffed there. So the Jesuits get a second life here. Now in Maloney's side of the field. As Manning will take the snap. He'll take it himself. And it's a good run by Robbie Manning. Gain of about 8.
You know, Robbie, he hasn't really put on display how good of a scrambler or even designed runner he is.
Yeah, yeah.
Throughout the whole season, you've seen him in the pocket, and you've seen little spurts of his athleticism.
It's an underrated part of his game.
Yeah, and I want people to realize he's closer to Lamar Jackson than he is to Tom Brady. You know, he's not out there with a 6.0 40-yard dash. He's got some legs on him.
So we'll see him take the snap here. He gives it off to Callahan. Callahan's got room to run. Cut it inside, and he'll bring the ball into the red zone for the Jesuits. That'll be a first down. Great run there by Callahan.
Yeah, tackled by Alexandra.
So we'll get a replay of that run. Bounced it outside and was tripped up by Alexander, like you said. So we'll see Jordan Lewis out there now. He has a touchdown in this game, the defensive end.
Trips out right.
Manning, play action. It's a throw in there.
There's a flag as well, though, on the play.
Yeah, I think it was caught, but there's a flag thrown. It's most likely on the Jesuits. Great ball there by Manning. Was put in a great spot. But I think the foul will probably be on the Jesuits. Yeah, they're moving backwards.
Yeah, there's been a lot of holding on the Jesuits. I think it's sort of a result of the early pressure that Maloney was getting. And I guess you say that it's a little bit better to get holds than give up sacks, but I don't know. I think at a certain level you have to just trust your own ability.
Yeah, yeah, totally. All right, so the Jesuits are going to have a first and goal from around the 20-yard line. And I think it's safe to say a touchdown here would more than likely seal the game for them.
Oh, 100%. It would seal the deal. Going up a fourth score, or not a fourth score, but effectively one.
Yeah.
Would seal the deal.
Manning yet again calls his number. He's got room to run. And he'll get to the around the 7-yard line. It was a great job there by Robbie Manning on that read option. Yeah, no, he's inside the 5.
Yeah, that more than made up for the penalty.
Yeah, yeah. We got a replay of that. Called his own number, hit the hole, and made a player miss, and that's a great job from the quarterback. And it's going to be second and goal from around the 5 with under a minute left.
Yeah, and if I'm Maloney, all of a sudden you look up, and the third quarter's about to end. You haven't done anything for the whole third quarter, and you've only had the ball once due to that muff punt. Absolutely fantastic.
So Manning
game
again
management.
On a QB keeper. He breaks a tackle. He's going to be in for a touchdown. Robbie Manning calls his own number on the QB keeper and punches that in for a touchdown. And the Jesuits are up 23-0 at the end of this third quarter. Karsten, that was a Jackson Dart-esque quarterback run there. What do you think?
I think that's even better than Jackson Dart. Honestly, like, I just think that that scramble right there reminds me more of a Cam Newton-esque, a little bit higher level than Jackson Dart.
It's hard to find people higher level than Jackson Dart.
I don't know. He is a giant after all.
Exactly. Continue. If you got something to say about Dart, just say it. Floor is yours.
All I'll say is Ole Miss versus Florida 2024.
All right, well, we got a replay of Jackson Dart there on that touchdown. That was actually a really good job. Broke the tackle there by the defensive lineman. And I don't think he thought he was going to get into the end zone there. He really had no clue what to do with himself. He was very surprised. But showing off his athleticism, you were talking about it the entire drive. He's a very athletic player, and he proved it there. And the best special teams in the state is out again, led by Isaiah Sandville and Grayson Pluff.
The bomb squad seems to be getting riled up. Full capacity in the bomb squad. Not what I would have expected.
Yeah, definitely.
Tonight on a cold evening.
A few Germans in there too, I've heard.
Oh yeah,
the exchange students.
The German exchange students on their first ever football game.
Yeah, good experience for them. They probably think this is normal, which it is. It is. Jesuits give a lot of score lines in their favor.
Now, if you're Maloney, you have two options. You can either accept that you've lost the game and just play conservatively, play not to lose by more, or you can go for the jugular. You can throw deep. You can pull everything out.
I think they should throw deep.
Throw deep.
Throw deep. Why not?
Throw deep.
Show something.
Attack the secondary. Prep has had some difficulties stopping the deep ball. As great as Sam Barrett is as a captain, he's had some difficulties finding the deep ball and knocking it down. So I think that's, if you're going to attack Prep, that's what you're going to attack in the deep ball, where a lot of the DBs are better at tackling than covering.
So Shawarda there on the throw inside. Oh my gosh.
That's a
Travaris
nice
Newkirk and Sam Shaney team up there on that tackle on that short crossing round. And I think the third quarter is going to tick to an end. So Karsten, what are your thoughts so far of the game as we enter the fourth quarter?
I mean, all I have to say is the scoreboard speaks for itself.
Yeah.
Prep's just played. They've played their game, and there's not much else to it. Prep has executed their game plan fully. Their safeties have fully defended the deep ball, even though they haven't targeted it they haven't targeted it much. Every time they've targeted the deep ball, they haven't given it up. So Prep has shut that down. They've shut down the run. I don't think they're over 50 total yards. Maybe
Yeah.
70.
Yeah.
But nothing near the 120 that they average.
Their only
Sorry,
spark.
167 is their average.
Their only spark was Trevon Harrell on that last drive with a couple chunk carries, and that was a bad hit.
Yeah, I think they're just not. I think Maloney's just not really playing to their strengths, or rather, they are trying to, and they're just not able to, and that's a whole nother issue in itself. But yeah, Prep has just been able to execute their game plan, play conservatively now, and get out of RAF with a W.
Yeah, limit the injuries, obviously, and make sure we get out of this one safe. So we'll see. Shawarda lined up in an empty backfield. He's got quads to his right. He'll drop back. Yeah, it's a screen, and it's blown up there by Jack Buck.
I believe that's Tavares Newkirk. Or am I? Oh,
No,
I'm completely wrong. Never mind.
So great play there by Jack Buck. Pouncing on that screenplay. It was a pretty predictable call, honestly. I was going to say it before the snap, but that's kind of been what they've done this entire game is throw these screens as we get a replay there. Great tackle there by Buck. And it's going to be 3rd and long here by Maloney. And again, they might have another 3 and out. So here's Shawarda.
We haven't seen much press, but on the bottom we have press.
He'll step up in the pocket, move around, and throw a shot in the middle of the field. I think I heard the ball hit the ground. It was a good throw, but I believe it was dropped by the receiver, Haynes.
Yeah, Josh Hayes, he just dropped that ball. You just gotta commend him for getting some separation there. I think it was more on the quarterback.
Good job there by Shawarda. I mean, he climbed up in the pocket, dealt a good throw, but Frick was all over, and I think he probably got his hand on that one. So it's going to be a punt there. It's short.
Flag thrown.
Going to be caught by the returner. He'll break a tackle. He's got room. Great return there by the Jesuits. There is a flag.
Caught by his coach.
We'll see what the call is here. But it was a great return by the number 18. Frick didn't really block for him much there. But he got down the field nonetheless.
Nice catch from coach.
Yeah.
As there'll be about 10 minutes left in the half, or in the half, and the game as a whole.
Yeah, I
mean, it's looking a little bleak for Maloney.
It is, yeah. I mean, they've done all they could. They're just simply outclassed by the Jesuits today, and they were a team coming in undefeated, haven't really faced much adversity leading up to this point, and then they run into a hot Jesuits team, and immediately the Jesuits show them why they're one of the best teams in the state.
Yeah, ever since that Greenwich loss, there hasn't really been any breaks. I mean, the West Haven game was close, but even then you felt for the whole game that Prep was in the control and their game to lose, which they almost did.
Yeah,
but
it came down the wire there.
But it was more Prep shooting themselves in the foot, and the caliber of this Prep team when they put their rubber to the road is just too much for some teams.
So they're fixing the chains over there.
As for Maloney, though, even if they lose here, should they lose, that doesn't mean anything for their standings in the in their division of the SCCs, as they're in Class L instead of Class L with Prep.
Yeah, man, we'll see Manning drop back. He's looking for Langston. I think that ball was tipped. Yeah, very well said, Carson. I genuinely am very impressed with the way the Jesuits have came out in this game. They started off a little sloppy on that first drive. And then Tavares Newkirk entered the game. And that was probably the best pick I've seen all season with that one-handed grab and then the 25-yard return to get it down at the goal line. So we get a replay of that last, oh no, we get a replay of the punt return. So Manning will take the snap, hands it off to Callahan. He doesn't have much room, but he'll bulldoze into the line, pick up around 2.
And this is the point in the game where you start to see some of the starters come out.
Yeah, let the kids play.
Yeah, surprisingly, Langston is still in there, along with Scout Callahan. Maybe one more score and then they'll be out. But right now they're just looking to shave some time off the clock, get the W as they move on to their next game.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to see the kids get out there. But right now the Jesuits they're not a team that likes to take their foot off the gas.
Of course.
So here's Manning. He'll take the snap. He's looking downfield. He's looking for Langston. He's got a shot. It's a little overthrown there, and it'll be incomplete on 3rd and long, so the Jesuits will most likely punt. But I like that call by the Jesuits. Looking deep to their weapon there.
I like it a lot, too. As we'll see on the replay, it's just a little bit overthrown. Great spiral, great everything. Just Langston was not able to get under it. It's a game of inches sometimes, and sometimes just a little bit, just a few inches is enough for it to not work. And it'll be punted away.
It's going to be out of bounds there around the 20.
Punted away near the 25. As it'll be Maloney ball with about 10 minutes to go. And hey Nick, so since you're on the soccer team, do you have anything to say about the soccer game tomorrow?
Yeah, so huge thing to be known in the prep community. We have Laurelton Hall come playing on Rafferty Field tomorrow. As we see a deep shot there, he's got a receiver at Soto, and it's caught by Soto on Jack Buck. The ball's out. They're gonna say he was down. They're gonna say he was down. So, like you've been saying, Carson, Jack Buck gets beat there by Jaden Soto, and some life for this Maloney offense. So, like I was saying, tomorrow is the Jesuits senior night. We're coming off 2 back-to-back victories against the best team in the state and then the undefeated team in the state. So the soccer team's hot.
I'll have to stop you there. Second best team in the state, Fairfield Prep, #1, according to my eyes.
Oh yeah, 100%. We started #2, and then the opener happened. But
yeah.
I digress. Kickoff for Laurelton Hall's game is at 10 o'clock, and then we'll take the field at 12:30. It's our senior night, and it's a must-win game against Hamden. If we come away with the victory, we'll be in SECs. If we lose, it's just states. So it's a big game for the boys. Hopefully we could rally, led by our guy Ben Amir, as Tavares Newkirk blows that play up. But yeah, it's senior night. We're led by our fearless leader, Callum Wilson, and Ben Amir. And it's going to be a good game. I'm excited for it. Obviously, it's another example of the brother and sisterhood between Prep and Laurelton. And, yeah, it's going to be a good day. Hopefully the weather's nice, because I don't feel like being cold.
Of course. Can you give me some insight on why the players are always standing?
No.
Oh.
That's like actually, it's like can't speak on.
Okay. I've always wanted to ask.
You know, got to get the bench involved, I guess, is the thought process.
Yeah.
I personally prefer to stay seated.
Yeah.
That's just me.
Interesting.
I think we're the only team who does that. There's a flag. It's going to be on Maloney on a delay game. But yeah, soccer team this year, we've fought through a lot of adversity. I believe we are 7-4 7, 5, and 4 with 4 ties. Or no, 7, 5, and 4 with 5 ties, I think. I don't even know. I think that's it. But tomorrow we're gonna get that 8th win and then dominate the SEC tournament. No, I think we got 7 wins. We got 7 wins in there. We had a game canceled, so if that gets rescheduled, we'll get another win on the board because we'll win that game. And we'll be a 9-win team after starting, like, I don't think we won until the 2nd week of the season. So good job from the boys. We rallied behind
and you guys
behind
got,
our coaching staff.
And you guys got 2 players back, right? You got or was Homero not injured?
Or
was he not?
Injury-wise, Carson was hurt.
Oh, okay. Carson
was hurt. It was a damn shame, but he was absolutely electric on the bench. He's getting the boys rowdy. And then Zhao's like in and out of injury. I think he's out tomorrow for senior night, so the start's going to Homero up top.
Oh, that must have been what I was thinking of.
And then I don't know. Evan got hurt like twice. And then I put in a shutout. And then like obviously Bennett. Yeah. Football is more important though, obviously. So we're here at the football game, and here's Maloney. They have the ball. And Schroeder will take the snap. He's going to drop back. Stand up in the pocket, and he's got absolutely no chance. No chance on 4th down. Oh, my goodness gracious. Oh, my goodness gracious. That was unbelievable.
Oh, my God. That might have been the most disgusting spin move I've ever seen from number 47, Jordan Lewis. Let's get a replay on that.
Yeah, he's been unbelievable today.
That's 3 sacks for him. We didn't even get that in the replay.
Every single prep D lineman was
that was absolutely fantastic.
They all got home.
Jordan Lewis.
They all got home.
3rd sack of the game for him. He's going to be our player to watch next week.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a touchdown.
He's
got a rushing touchdown.
Rushing touchdown, 3 sacks.
Rushing touchdown, 3 sacks, probably a few tackles in there.
Probably a few pancakes at this point.
I mean, unbelievable performance by Jordan Lewis. Wouldn't be surprised if the offers start coming in shortly.
Would not be.
So Prep continues to keep their starting offense out there. As that one dude from Cobra Kai said, no mercy. So here's Manning out of the shotgun. 2 receivers to his right, as well as Callahan. And he'll take the snap. Gives it off to Callahan. He's got a hole. And that's a good game by Scout Callahan for around 8.
And, you know, Scout hasn't really gotten that big chunk play.
Yeah.
But he's still getting a decent yards per carry. Because you keep seeing these 5, 6, 7, 8, 9-yard gains consistently. And it's just something that wears on a team over and over. If you just keep having to tackle that guy, eventually he's going to break loose. Even if it's not the 1st, 2nd, or even 3rd quarter, he's going to break through eventually. I think he's going to have a chunk play if they give it to him on this drive more than 2 more times at least.
So there's a short run there, but it's going to be a 1st down from the Jesuits. And they'll move the chains and continue to eat up that clock. You know what? They should just give the ball to Prince. Give Prince a carry.
I mean,
that'd be sick. That would be awesome.
That would be amazing.
Like, unironically, he'd probably go for at least 5. How do you even tackle that guy?
I mean, he's just a human specimen.
Yeah.
He's just
big number 99. I digress. Manning will take the snap, gives it off to Chad James. And he's met in the backfield. Never mind. Oh, my gosh. What a job there by Chad James to get a gain. He was met in the backfield by around 3 Maloney players, and he fought forward.
Unfortunately, it looks to be an injury on Reese Morgan, the junior guard.
Oh,
His hand. He's the starting guard for Fairfield.
He's been the starting guard for years, and he's only a junior, as we see right there at the end of that play. Oh, number 54.
Yeah, he looked to have fallen on his hand.
Hopefully he's all right. So thank goodness Reese Morgan picks himself up and walks off the field. Hopefully he's all right. And in for the Jesuits at his position. Oh my gosh, it's Larson. Larson O'Connor is out there at the guard position. Number 61. What a guy. The run is inside to Chad James. He bounces it outside for a short gain of 2, but shout out to Larson, my math partner. He's doing a great job out there. It's good to see him. Good to see him getting his chance. And that was a great block he had on that last play.
You know, Prep, they're just trying to wind this play down. As you see the handoff to Chad James. Oh, my goodness. That should have been a foul.
On Burgess there?
Yeah, on number 18.
Yeah.
Nozai Watson, the defensive end. He
is what it is. Still third and short. And we have our X Factor Larson O'Connor out there at the guard position, so I wouldn't be surprised if there's a first down run by Chad James. Never mind. Manning will keep it himself, and that's a first down. Great run there by Robbie Manning. He'll keep going, and that's an unbelievable job by him, leaving the Maloney defenders in the dust. And there at running back on that play was Romeo Jones, the sophomore. So this sophomore running back duo of Chad James and Jones. That's a nice one, James and Jones. It's cool. Anyways, Manning did a good job there, and Larson with the pull from that guard position, sealing the edge. And a first down for the Jesuits, and they'll just continue to chew that clock.
Yeah, I'm not going to act like I don't love first downs, but I'm not sure how I feel about voluntarily running your quarterback when you're up 24 with 5 minutes to go. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I understand being aggressive, but and you never hope for it, but you never want to see.
So there's Langston. He hits the hole there, and he's hit down for a gain of about 3. But yeah, I really would not be opposed to seeing some of the depth get in there for the Jesuits because it's a long season. This is only their 5th game. They're obviously looking to make a deep playoff run, and we've already seen guys get banged up. Lombardo's out. Like you said, Dakota Newton's out. And we've seen Langston out for 2-week periods. Luca Freed's finally back in the lineup. So the injuries have stacked up. If you look at the prep bench, there's a couple guys who are inactive, and that will continue. I mean, if one of these starters, we saw Reese get injured. If these starters get hurt, it's not going to be worth it.
Yeah, I mean, I see Sam Darcellin in crutches.
So there's Manning as he gets hounded there. He was looking there for Kansas, but didn't have him.
Yeah, that's more what I'm looking at. You just don't want something bad to happen.
There's
that was some
intentional grounding.
Yeah, intentional grounding.
I don't know. I completely agree with you, Carson, but I obviously that's not the way that Coach Hellstern is thinking in this game. He wants to give his guys experience.
Yeah. 24 to 25.
So they'll move backwards here. It's going to be 3rd and long, around 15 yards. Nope, even longer. They keep going. It's around 3rd and 20. So Manning, with that intentional grounding. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they just run the ball here, punt it back to Maloney. But we'll see what the call is. So here's Manning. He's got Beardsworth in the backfield. Manning's looking deep. He'll step up in the pocket. He's got room to run. Manning bouncing it outside. He's going to get hounded by the Maloney defenders as the tackle was made there by Kelly Jr. And the Jesuits will be forced to punt. So the Jesuits have had an aggressive play call there on 3rd and very long. But it amounts to nothing, and they'll punt.
And it'll be some subs for prep.
Yeah.
About time for it's because they're punting.
Yeah,
I was gonna say about time for Robbie to get his rest, but it's because they're punting.
It is senior night, so maybe we'll see some of those seniors get a chance on this defense.
Oh, maybe that's why a lot of the players haven't been
A lot of
cut
these
off
starters
the,
are seniors, so
yeah.
that is a key factor. And as I look at the field right now, I only see seniors in that huddle. So it checks out, but you know, give me some Moudry ball. You know.
Agreed.
I want to see some Christian Mattel ball. I want to see some Sammy Fahimi ball. You know what I mean?
Christian Fattal have a broken hand.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Never mind. But yeah, like Fahimi. Give my guy the rock.
We do want Fahimi.
So Cornelius will punt with 3:37 left in this game. As the best long snapper in the country snaps the ball to him.
And the bomb squad is cheering, we want Django. Jackson Django.
Oh, yeah. Get that guy out there.
Get him returning a punt.
Oh, what a punt. What a punt.
On senior night.
That's inside the 15 there by Ben Cornelius as he continues to clip farm. And here comes the Prep defense. I see a couple guys that are not recognizable. Too many to count, but Jesuits have definitely gone to their bench now defensively. Brody Sommers is still out there, though, as well as DeLibro. And there he is, Grayson Pluff, and at the safety position. So Maloney backed up inside of their own 10-yard line. What a punt by Cornelius as the Jesuits are looking to keep the shutout. Sherrata will take the snap, will give it off to Bacote, and he's swallowed up there by Grayson Pluff and the rest of the Prep defense. Great job by Pluff there, filling the hole.
Honestly, the best part of the Prep defense against Maloney has been their run stopping.
Yeah.
It's just a lot harder to get those windows as a quarterback when you know that they're ready for you to throw. And even if you run, you're not going to be very successful. So just filling the hole, I mean, it's just really, really hard for them to get anything going when Pluff just fills the hole like that. He's a DB. That's not even his real job. But
see a deep shot there, and it's caught by Diaz.
Diaz has been a force all over this game. He's been playing as a linebacker and as a receiver throughout the whole game. Two-way player.
Yeah, he's been a force to be reckoned with so far. It was a great ball from Sherrata, and they'll continue this hurry-up offense.
As we'll see press at the bottom of the line.
So it's gonna be play action there.
He's looking deep there again.
They go to Diaz yet again. There'll be a flag. See what the call is. It's going to be holding against Maloney, so they'll be moving backwards. And I think Maloney's recognizing that Prep has their number 2s in, and they're going to try to take advantage of it. And honestly, like, fair enough. But if I'm the Jesuits, this is for pride. It's senior night. You got a lot of seniors out there, and you want to keep that goose egg up on the board.
Yeah, it's just really, really nice to just look up and say, you couldn't score.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
I'm sure it's the same with you as a goalkeeper.
Yeah, you take a lot of pride in a shutout. I think the Jesuits are definitely going for that as we see a lot of these number 2s out there.
Yeah, I'm glad they've taken out a lot of their starters.
Yeah, totally, especially on senior night.
Yeah, it sounds weak, but you don't want these guys to get injured.
No, you don't. And the number 2s are really good on the Jesuits. As we see a tackle there by Matt Moudry. Great job there by number 45. As he swallowed up Bacote.
Did I see him give a little shrug after that?
Yeah, I mean, the Jesuits, they have so much depth as there comes Sandville in for Murray. Like, they just continue to have guys coming into the game who are just able to fill those positions. I see T-Rob out there, number 90, number 98. They're letting Sandville get his hands in the dirt, coming off the edge. So Sherrata will take the snap. He's looking deep. He'll throw inside, and he's leveled by Grayson Pluff. What a hit there by the senior Grayson Pluff.
I'm impressed Soto was able to hold on to the ball there.
What a hit. That was awesome. The senior, primarily special teams player, brings the boom there, and it's going to be 3rd and short.
I'm just impressed Soto could hold on to the ball.
Yeah, the motion Bacote. Schroeder will look inside, and in comes the prep defense. He's looking inside, and there's Sainville with the tackle. It'll be 4th down. Isaiah Sandville with the tackle, as well as Mason Carbone, Jr. But it's 4th and short.
Yeah, only 40 seconds left as we'll get a replay. Look at this fierce prep defense. Even the second stringers, everyone can get after the quarterback.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Here's
25
Shirata.
seconds left.
He's going to drop back. He's looking deep.
Pass
and he's got no,
interference.
it's going to be PI.
Pass interference.
I don't know who was in coverage there, as now they're fighting for some reason. Number 78 is throwing punches. Grace, what is going on? I did not have my eyes over there. I just looked down the field and saw a few of the DBs jumping up and down. So number 74 will walk off the field. We'll get a replay of the interaction as he was punching number 29 and number 10. I'm not sure what the original altercation stemmed from, but yeah, I mean, you're down 24, emotions start to rise.
I mean, I don't think he's a starter, though, so I don't even think he should be tied to the.
Yeah.
He probably wasn't even on the field for very long.
I mean, it's an interesting situation with 20 seconds left, and honestly unforced because you had a PI call that would have brought you into the red zone, and now a personal foul might bring it back. And if you're Maloney, you want to get on the board. You want a chance to end the shutout as we get a shot of the booth.
You missed the time to.
Oh, dang it. Anyways, out comes Isaiah, and in comes Xander. What a game, what a game. It was an entertaining senior night, to say the least.
Yeah. As I'm sure the officials are questioning if they should eject the player for something when the game's about to end, and he would be penalized for the next game.
I don't know.
if he were to be
I
ejected.
think you got to forgive it. Like, it's a blowout. His emotions are rise. I think you let the kid go with that one. Obviously, he threw a few punches, which I don't really understand because they're wearing helmets. But
Probably
you
hurts
do
you
you.
more than them.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. It's like punching concrete. I don't know if you've ever done that. I haven't, but I'd assume.
Oh
it
no,
hurt.
oh no, I haven't. But
Oh, okay.
I'm sure.
I wasn't familiar
Yeah.
with your game as we see Rye Gunna enter the field. Ryan Messina. And there he is. Jackson Django, I believe, has entered the field of play. Number 56.
Jackson Django is in, the absolutely formidable force on the defense.
Yeah. This is an all-senior lineup they put out there for the end of this
six-star.
game.
The 6-star.
Yeah, they had to
D-lineman.
add an extra star for him. So I will check. It's not all seniors, but all the important ones are in there.
Minus Prince, of course. I know he's not a senior, but minus
Yeah,
Prince.
I feel you got to let him get in there in this kind of game.
Yeah. But let him play some DB.
I've never seen him actually perform, and I feel offended because I feel like I'm having something taken from me.
Agreed.
Like, I deserve to watch that kid play football.
Exactly.
But I digress. We saw Grayson Pluff lay the boom there on that inside route. That was sick. We saw Isaiah get a tackle. We saw J.J. Langston score a touchdown thrown by Robbie Manning, and then the senior Jordan Lewis as well with a touchdown. And what was the other touchdown? A run by Robbie Manning. So seniors all over the board for the Jesuits today, performing and showing that they're one of the best programs when it comes to player development in the state. So this is a very extended pause in this one. I'm not sure what the discussion is. I think the Maloney coach is pleading with the ref to not eject his player, which is fair enough. Who has his horn? There's a horn in the stands. It's very loud. I don't know if it's coming up on our microphones. I don't know how you even get that in here. So Maloney will enter the pitch, the field of play.
This game should be all but over.
Yeah, they're dragging it at this point. They're dragging it.
They are dragging it.
But out here is this unbelievable prep lineup on defense. We'll see what they can do on this last play. Schrader will drop back. He's looking deep. It's Diaz. And it's going to be incomplete. Pass defended by number 27.
We'll get a number on that.
Great job there. We saw him get beat earlier by Diaz, and that time he does a great job defending that pass.
Colin Delaney.
Colin Delaney, the sophomore, I believe. Junior, sorry. Two-sport athlete. I believe he plays the cross as well. Look at a replay. It was great coverage. Did a good job there.
Could have been picked, too.
Could have been picked. He didn't really stay on his feet. But with 13 seconds left, there's still an opportunity for Jackson Django to scoop and score. So he'll drop back. He's looking deep. Schrader's got a receiver. And
that should be the end of it.
No, I think they're going to say he's out of bounds. They're going to say he's out of bounds there. So one last play. Can the prep defense hold strong and keep this shutout? With 5 seconds left, it's going to come down to this. They're playing out there for pride, both teams. Schrader will take the snap.
It's definitely a zone
He's looking
coverage.
at Diaz. Delaney in coverage. And it's going to be caught inbounds for a touchdown on the last play of the game. Delaney gets beat by Diaz.
Now I've got to say, I know it doesn't change the outcome of the game.
That one hurts. That one hurts.
That was a nice catch.
It was a great catch. It was a great catch, but that hurts. New Britain with the touchdown, I guess.
And the issue with that was actually Delaney. He turned his back. He turned his back to the sideline, and the receiver used it against him. He first cut inside when he didn't really have to on his go route, and then cut right back out, effectively having the same.
It is what it is.
Into the same area.
We'll get a replay. That was a great ball.
You see, he's running away. He's running at him. That's a great ball, great catch, but.
Great ball, great patch. Charity points at the end of the day. And the final score will be Jesuits 24, Maloney 6. Karsten, what a game. What a performance by the seniors. Who was your standout player today?
My standout player today is Jordan Lewis. Touchdown on the ground. 3 sacks.
Yeah, he's been unstoppable. He's definitely been their X factor on defense, along with a lot of other players. But I mean, he was very strong today.
I mean, there's just so many. It's
Travaris Newkirk with that interception.
Newkirk. I mean, I could keep going.
Shaney had like 3 tackles in the drive.
I mean, it's crazy how I'm forgetting J.J. Langston. Yeah. When he had the longest touchdown. There's just so many options.
I mean, I don't really think the scoreline. There's Jordan Lewis in there on that replay, and then Shaney picks it up. But I don't think the scoreline properly reflects how this game really played. It wasn't really close at all. There was a chance for Maloney, but the Jesuits stormed away with the victory. And from then on, there was no contest. Obviously, we saw the offense perform. Robbie Manning with 2 touchdowns, 1 on the ground, 1 passing. And then we saw Jordan Lewis with that fullback touchdown. And we've been saying it over and over. The defense was unbelievable.
It was unbelievable. I mean, it's just it's just been fantastic. And I can't wait to see what Prep does after this next bye week, and then goes into play North Haven. It's just, I'm just really curious as to how they're going to play. And I believe the next one's on the road. So
big test.
If they can carry this momentum with them, do the same to North Haven as they did to West Haven, then they should be completely fine as long as they don't throw the end of the game away.
All right, so we're going to cut down to you shortly with an interview of our player of the game, Jordan Lewis, by the Stone Cold Pierce. This will happen momentarily.
Stone Cold, I agree. And we are back for an exclusive interview with Jordan Lewis, presented to you by Pierce Grems.
Post game, here with our player of the game, Jordan Lewis. Jordan, how do you feel about your performance? You had a touchdown and 3 sacks.
I think it just goes to show when you prepare as a team and you have a really good week of practice, even if they have the bye week to prepare for us, as long as we do.
Great performance all around from the boys. You have a bye week next week and then North Haven on Halloween. What are you guys looking to prepare for that big game?
I mean, our defense has had a lot of people going down. We're finally getting healthy. We finally got a bye to get all our guys back. And North Haven is always a good one, so we got to get ready to be physical and stop their run.
Yeah, it was a great game from the boys. The Jesuits won 24-6. Jordan, thank you.